Night, you are going to explain what we're doing now, aren't you, Sharon?
Yes, I chopped the crown off. This is Victorian Parasol Chimera. I chopped the crown off and it's suckered. And the suckers are blooming true. So now I'm going to separate the suckers and make lots of baby Victorian Parasol. So the first thing I do is take all the pretty bloom off.
You know that kills everybody.
I know. But at least some of these people understand but you gotta take all
And
the
why do you
pretty
take
bloom
off the bloom?
Because they are sappers of energy. You want the energy to go from for the babies, the new baby sucker, and some of these suckers are not going to have any root system. And you want root system and you want leaves to grow. Now this was a mama leaf from below, and you can see the poor mama leaf is turned into a grandma leaf. And now a grandma leaf has to go to the graveyard.
So
Okay.
that's what you're left with.
So this is what I have, and this is all suckers, and let's see how many we've got. So we're gonna take it out of the pot. And you can't do anything with these leaves, guys. And then what I like to do is, I like to get down the base. So I work as much soil away from the plant as possible, so I can see from the base, and I work my way from the outside in. Now there's a tool called a sucker plucker. So basically you see the baby at the base, there's your little tiny crown, and then you just kind of go up and under. And this is what I mean, we've got a root system, well there you go, but the suckers aren't going to have a root system. So I've got one sucker.
That one's got my name on it.
I've got two sucker, actually in this
You've
one.
got 3 on there,
Yeah.
right? You got another
I
even
got
smaller
another
one.
one over here. And I've got people who want this plant, so I'm going to save as many of these suckers as I possibly can. Now, I have very thin fingernails, and I use my thin fingernails a lot. Most people use tools, and I'm trying to do tools too. And then this is a little sucker. Okay. And then you can see, again, that's why I go from the base up. You can see the separate baby coming out on this side and this side if you go from the base up. So here we go. So
I also heard too, Sharon, that if you retain a little bit of the original stub, the genetic material is more likely to be the good Chimera gene.
Well, and the good thing about this one is I let it bloom.
Right,
so
but you also pulled a little with it.
I always, that, because I always start from the base down, so there's always a little base. All right.
That's garbage.
It goes with the flowers.
So how many did we end up with?
So we have, painter's brush, great for brushing away your excess soil. So we have one baby, we have two babies, we have 3, 4, 5, 6.
Great.
6 babies.
Awesome.
Okay. My little towel to wipe my hands. All right, now, the other thing I like to do is we don't need all these leaves on these babies. We want to get down to the basics. And that also leaves a nice little stub to put down when you are potting this.
Oh, that's a separate one, isn't
Oh,
it?
look at that. It's a Siamese twin. That definitely goes away.
Oh yeah, those are bad, yeah.
Okay. So let's see, Kurt. We have. Oh, what the heck's happening down there? Okay, so we have little. Okay, so this one I'm gonna put down.
Yeah, I think it's good just like that. Yeah.
Okay, now this one here, all I'm gonna do is get rid of this big one. Yeah. And there you go.
Perfect.
3 up top, 3 in the middle, and this one again. And you do want to kind of keep as much of a little stub down here as possible, because that's good to put in the dirt, and it'll
That's
be
your anchor kind of, right?
Yeah, it'll stabilize the plant if you have a little bit to put in the dirt. Otherwise, you have to get something to hold it down in the dirt, and that's just too annoying for me. And yes, I go way, way down.
Good.
Okay. And this one here.
There's two there, aren't there?
No, it's just kind of falling apart a little bit, so I'm gonna be a little careful on this one. And that one may turn into 2 or 3, but that's fine, because with this chimera, I'll just separate it out if it grows out wrong. Alright, and again, I'm not leaving any of these in a good size. I don't know, yeah, that's kind of popping off the side, so I'm just making all these babies really, really
These
tiny.
are gorgeous. And guys, we started with that mound, and look what we ended up with. But if you're trying to limit your collection, you just went from 1 pot to now 6 pots.
Right. But
So
it's
do
a
not attempt if you do not want multiple plants.
Right. Well, this is a chimera too, guys, so give it to your friends.
Yes, or bring it to your club for the sales.
Yes.
It'll fetch more, and
Yeah.
it'll benefit your club.
And it's a pretty chimera, so.
It is. Let's get a close-up on that blossom. That is so gorgeous.
And I already
Is
have.
this a Linden Lyons variety?
Yes, it is. Yes. It's an
Beautiful.
older one and it's beautiful. And I already have 2 spoken for. The person holding the camera wants one. And
Yeah.
then a
And
friend of
mine you
mine,
can just
another friend of mine wants one. So I'm
put in a
already going to
baggie,
be
too.
down 2. And this one here, this one's going to be a little tricky.
That one's iffy.
Yeah, but I'm still going to put it down because, again, this I wouldn't save if it were regular violets. Just I got so many others, why save this? But because it's a chimera, it may turn into 2 plants, which I can separate out, and I'll have more chimera.
Yeah.
But under normal circumstances, that one would go in the trash pile.
Yeah.
Okay. You see how big the cup is that I had the plant in. On this video, when I start the leaf, I like to start it in a very, very shallow cup.
Try to put them side by side so we can see. Oh yes.
And
how
I'm
much
sorry,
smaller it is on the right.
These are not leaves, these are suckers.
Suckers. Yes.
Sorry.
All right. Good.
Alright, so, and I might have them pause it because now I have to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Victorian parasol tags. And I think that's kind of boring for y'all to watch.
Well, they're gonna watch at least. Maybe just do 1 for the time being,
Okay.
and then we can write the rest after.
Three, 11, 18.
Guys, just so you know, Sharon does know what she's talking about. Those are just a few of her ribbons up there. Okay? Just a few. Can you see them? Alright, just let me know.
Okay. So I labeled it Kentucky Fried Chicken. Finger licking wiki.
Finger looking good.
Finger licking wiki.
Gotta love Reba in that new commercial.
Yeah, love
Kills
Reba.
me. I love that.
Okay. So again, up and over. And actually, this is a. Yeah, no, I'm putting this in a.
You're gonna leave the long wick?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the long way.
Now let me ask you, with the last one you did put a layer of perlite in the bottom. Now with this one you won't?
It's so shallow.
Okay.
It is
Too
so
shallow.
incredibly shallow.
Not enough soil in there if you do that.
No.
But the marathon is going in, guys. That goes in
There
every pot.
there might not be any root, but you just don't want to take a chance when the root system develops.
Yep.
It'll develop right into that marathon layer.
And what are you doing now?
I'm making a hole for the. See, you got that little bit. Remember, I wanted to keep a little stub.
Yep. And you got
So
a little
I made a
hole
little
there.
hole with my brush. And I'll pat that in. And because I have a little stub, I don't need to get a little pin to hold it down.
Oh, neat.
It's
That's a great
staying
idea.
down on its own.
Excellent. And look how beautiful that is.
And then this, I would say, you say 2 to 3 months, 2 months.
It'll be blooming.
This will be full of root, and it'll go from here probably to a 3-inch pot, and then from a 3-inch pot to a 5-inch pan pot.
Excellent. Thank you, guys.
And this is going in a cakerator.
A cakerator?
Yes.
What's a cakerator?
It's actually
Oh, there's a
a
few
cake
right
holder
there.
from the Dollar Tree. with a little piece of,
Mat in the bottom.
well, it's a blanket. It's an acrylic blanket that I cut into circles.
All right.
And I use those Cakerators versus a permanence tray because I have this cute stand.
You can stack them up.
Yeah.
All right,
I can
that's all
stack
for
them
now,
up on a
guys.
stand.